Good morning, everybody. We've got a higher trade in the grain markets here on Tuesday. It is 5:58 a.m. Central Time as I speak here. May corn futures up 8 3/4 at 7.59 1/4. December corn is up 6 3/4 at 7.05 3/4. May soybeans up 15 3/4 at 16.18. November soybeans up 9 3/4 at 14.49 1/2. May Chicago wheat up 47 3/4 at 10.58. May Kansas City wheat up 50 1/4 at 10.88. May spring wheat is up 22.5 cents at 11.07 1/2. If you guys are listening on the podcast, appreciate it. Leave me a rating, leave me a review. If you are watching on YouTube, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like these videos, leave me a comment. My goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers. We're approaching 4,700, I believe. If you guys need some additional assistance from me, go to my website. It is www.standardgrain.com. Go to that website. Check out my premium subscription service, guys. I send my premium subscribers a ton of information every single business day. My morning email's been going out about 5:45 a.m. Central. All my grain marketing recommendations, a ton of weather info. My daily subscriber-only videos are probably the most popular part of this. I did a video yesterday regarding the U.S. dollar index. How does the U.S. dollar index function? What does it mean when it fluctuates? I actually went through the history of when the dollar index was first put together, why it was compiled, how it was compiled. So if you want to know, you hear the dollar's trading 98. What exactly does that mean? I went through and kind of explained that. So there's a lot of educational stuff here in addition to all of the grain marketing related items. To get into the news here today, U.S. winter wheat ratings are the second worst on record seasonally. In its first national crop progress report of the year, USDA rated the U.S. winter wheat crop only 30% good to excellent, which is well below the 52% five-year average. This initial rating was only lower in 1996 when that initial rating was 27% good to excellent. So your obvious problem areas here when it comes to winter wheat are in the plains: Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Colorado, Nebraska, South Dakota, even up to Montana. When you go state by state and you look at the ratings for those states, Kansas is rated only 32% good to excellent. Oklahoma's 22% good to excellent in regard to winter wheat. Texas only 7% good to excellent. Colorado's at 19. Nebraska's a little bit better at 27. South Dakota 27. Montana's been very dry. They're only 10% good to excellent. You've got some much better conditions in your SRW areas in the Midwest, but these areas of the Southern Plains, which is your biggest winter wheat producing areas, of course, here in the United States, is a problem. In terms of rainfall, the next 7 days really don't offer a whole lot for the Southern Plains at all. There's going to be some rain in the Midwest, Central, and Eastern Corn Belt. When you look at the extended forecast, I was looking at the GFS run here this morning. There are some rain chances for some of these dry HRW areas in the Southern Plains in the extended forecast, but those forecasts are not always super reliable. So this wheat situation, you've got this situation in Ukraine, of course, that we've done nothing but talk about here for the last month, and we knew going into this that this was going to be a bad initial rating, but this just adds fuel to the fire here. The U.S. corn crop is 2% planted this week, right on par with the 2% average. Just getting started here. Aside from Texas, which was 54% planted as of Sunday, only a couple other states saw progress. Kansas 2% planted, Tennessee 1% planted, North Carolina 3% planted in regard to corn. No progress noted in any other states. So just getting started with corn planting here in the United States. Large flash sale of corn reported to China yesterday. 43 million bushels in one sale. This is the largest flash sale of U.S. corn to China since May of last year. Of that total, 27 million bushels for old crop delivery and 16 million bushels for new crop delivery. China has not been super active in regard to corn and these big purchases as of late. This is a change of pace. China is still way behind last year in terms of corn purchases from the U.S., but last year, of course, was like a banner year. It was unprecedented. We're still 46% behind last year in terms of corn purchase or corn sales to China for this current marketing year, but this is certainly a step in the right direction. The West is planning more sanctions on Russia. A lot of news here. President Biden called for a war crimes trial against Russia's President Putin. Washington will ask the United Nations General Assembly to suspend Russia from the Human Rights Council. Western leaders citing civilian killings in northern Ukraine. Russia accuses the West of staging these deaths in order to discredit its troops and has denied any sort of atrocity. The EU is again discussing Russian oil and gas, although it's become very obvious that European countries are just extremely reliant on Russian energy, and that eliminating those flows would be a near impossible task. Yesterday, the U.S. government stopped the Russian government from paying holders of its sovereign debt more than $600 million from reserves held at U.S. banks. That move is designed to force Russia to essentially exhaust the remaining U.S. dollars to which it has access. A U.S. Treasury Department spokesperson said this: "Today is the deadline for Russia to make another debt payment. Beginning today, the U.S. Treasury will not permit any dollar debt payments to be made from Russian government accounts at U.S. financial institutions. Russia must choose between draining remaining valuable dollar reserves or new revenue coming in, or default." So they're again trying to put Russia in kind of a tough spot here when it comes to U.S. dollars, sanctions, all of that stuff. Russia's in a tough spot with these sanctions, but Russia has access to a lot of resources. I mean, they've got oil, they've got commodities, they've got energies, they've got a lot going for them. But this currency stuff is definitely going to hurt. U.S. soybean shipments improved last week, 737,000. That was up 17% on the week, and also up versus the same week last year. Corn shipments declined marginally. Still good, though, at 1.5 million metric tons. Wheat inspections were down versus both the prior week and the same week last year. Crude oil trading above $100 again this morning. A couple different headlines here. So your nearby May WTI contract at about 104 after bottoming near 98 just yesterday. You got news of fresh sanctions on Russia. That's considered to be friendly. And also the Saudis are raising prices for customers in all regions this week, which is considered to be an additional friendly item. Saudi Aramco will increase prices on oil shipped to Asia by another $4.40 per barrel, which is almost $9.50 above their general benchmark. So a lot of friendly stuff going for the crude oil market here. Cattle market was lower yesterday, and we had a sharply lower trade in the feeder cattle market, which just does not like this rally in the corn whatsoever. In the outside markets, the U.S. dollar is about flat. The S&P is down 10. The Dow is down about 80 points. Bonds off just about a full handle. Gold's down $1. Silver's a little bit higher. Crude oil is now up $1.10 in the May WTI 104.37 last trade there. Everybody have a wonderful day today. I'll talk to you guys same time tomorrow.